Me and one other brother were stopping everybody, and he's come up to me and said this. One person gets punched, they tried to like fight other people, but he got, alhamdulillah, we've managed to split up. So when you say, and they're EDO, they've got the EDO. Well, hang on.
So how long ago was this?
I must be a mug then.
Approximately, how long ago?
This was years ago.
5 years.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe even more.
One of the things I will say is that some of, I'm not exactly anti-Tommy. I think that he does have a point.
Well, they're going to be part of my response.
However, there are some of the people that do follow him are quite aggressive. And I've seen that. I've seen that firsthand myself. You can't.
But him himself, look at his words. Look at his words on camera. His words. It's not just him talking behind cameras with his mates. He's actually making these public domain knowledge. So he's saying that these people, these Muslims here, they are they're combatants.
No, he doesn't actually say that. So the one thing I would defend Tommy, I would defend Tommy on this one point.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
He talks about Islam. He never talks about Muslims.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
Everybody
do you want to tell him, Steve? He doesn't know what I'm talking about, Steve. Maybe you should tell him, Steve.
Well, no, you can tell me. Sorry.
No, Steve will tell you. Steve will tell you. Steve knows it better.
Say it, Steve. Is it now my
Steve.
response?
Your time.
Steve, yes, I now have 10 minutes.
Tell him first. Yes, tell him first and take your time. Go on.
Tell me, Steve, please.
There is an absolute obsession with Tommy Robinson.
Tell him first, Steve. Come on.
Your leader, mate.
You can't. He's my leader.
He's your spiritual guru.
There is a spiritual guru. There is an absolute obsession, which tells me one thing. He clearly had a very, very big impact on people.
And a lot of it was misinformation.
Because to be honest, he's done fuck all in recent times. Yeah. At Speaker's Corner, week in, week out, Tommy Robinson.
Really.
So first of all, a bit of an obsession with him.
No, not really. I've never spoken to you about it once.
Tommy Robinson led the EDL for what, 9-10 years or something, and that came to an end a number of years ago. Yet still, it's all Tommy Robinson EDL, Tommy Robinson EDL. It's had nothing to do with the EDL. I'm not even sure whether the EDL even exists today. But certainly, he's got nothing to do with it. And the reason he's got nothing to do with it is he got fed up fighting the fascists and the Nazis and the racists who wanted to use his base. And he was fighting them from day one because they were trying their best. Because he did attract, the EDL did attract knuckle-dragging, through and through, outright fascist, racist Nazis.
How did they do that? How did they do that?
That does not make him a knuckle-dragging, fascist, far-right racist.
How did they do that?
I don't believe he is at all. Look, they're a Are you jumping in, or are you letting me the time?
I'm giving you your own medicine, mate.
Ah, it's too wrong to make it right.
Yeah, with you definitely.
So just like some people do with Brexit, they say, look, there's a racist that supports Brexit, therefore Brexit is a racist subject. Bollocks it is. Just because a racist happened to agree with something that I agree with, or I do, or I vote for, does not make me, or the subject I'm voting for, racist or far right. That is guilt by association, and I'm sorry, I think that is pretty crap, pathetic, rubbish thing to do. Just because that man agrees with that man on that subject, it makes them the same through and through. It does not. Just because Tommy Robinson and the EDL attracts far-right racists, but you're going to let me go.
Yeah, of course.
Far-right racists does not make him a racist.
Enough rope.
And you tried to make this point that it's the dog whistle, and what he's doing, he opens up the door to attacks, etc., etc. Well, then presumably, so does Shamsi. Which we were both. This whole conversation started on me giving Shamsi credit for calling out the extremists.
On both sides.
How is that a different argument to say, oh, well, Shamsi's calling out the Muslim extremists that have come to Speaker's Corner? That's a dog whistle to Islamophobia. That's a dog whistle to racism. How is it any different?
I'll tell you.
Tommy Robinson was talking the truth. The government, the media, the authorities have finally woken up to the fact that what Tommy... Even imagine what's his name?
Anwar.
Majid Nawaz, the entire what's the guy, the Muslim Pakistani guy with glasses that's involved? Was he CPS, the head of the CPS? Was he? I forget his name now. The entire world, the entire country, state authorities have now woken up to what Tommy Robinson was talking about 10 years ago.
We were
Absolutely
talking about
10 years ago.
And we were talking about
so he wasn't lying. He was talking what is now widely accepted as fact.
I'll give you a fair go.
So he's a liar.
I'll give you a fair go.
I've had a fraction of the time that you had.
Sorry.
I've had an absolute fraction. You've got no concept of time. Well, no, you're not.
Live.
You're not controlling the argument. So I'll just carry on talking.
I'll let you talk.
This entire lie of guilt by association, because there's a far right racist knuckle dragger that's attracted to that makes that cause racist.
Yeah.
That is
Sounds like
rubbish.
everything you said.
And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
as I said earlier, there are some people that hero worship Tommy Robinson. There are some people that worship the ground that Tommy Robinson walks on. There are some people that think Tommy Robinson can do no wrong.
Okay.
I am not one of those people.
Okay, so you call it out, yeah?
Yes, as I have.
Okay.
I said those two examples that you gave. Now do you want me to explain one of the examples? It's the example that people always cite here when he was standing out in a certain community in an area of Manchester, I forget precisely where there had been some radical terrorists identified. He did a piece to camera where he said, these houses have enemy combatants in them.
Yeah.
I said to you earlier, and that
What was
they
the word he
always
used?
cite, of
What was
all
the word
the
he used?
thousands of quotes that Tommy Robinson
No,
gave,
he used
they
a word for it.
always
That was
use
just,
that. They always use that one quote.
What did you describe
I've already
that word
said
as?
to enemy combatants.
No. What did you describe? You said that was a bit.
I said I wouldn't choose those words.
Like a wrong choice of words.
Yes, not the enemy combatants, because he was right. There were some people in those houses, as we know, who were enemy combatants. But he said it in a way.
Wow.
What, do you not agree with that?
Look at this.
Do you not agree with this?
Look at this.
You don't think there were any enemy combatants?
If you're gonna
do you think there are enemy combatants?
We're talking about people's blood, yeah? You just made 2 points, and allow me to address them, yeah? One of them, you said he's not racist. You know, a person that drives a taxi.
See, I'm now giving you some chance.
Thank you.
I should have carried on ranting.
Yeah, because I'm gonna cut your flow now.
It's all cutting, isn't it? It's all about cutting.
No, come on. Listen. So,
Calm down.
Tommy Robinson himself.
Down.
What does he call a taxi driver? You know, 4 wheels drives a taxi. Ain't you seen that one? He calls him a packy. He calls him a packy. Is a packy racist terminology? You said he's not racist.
Why is it that people from Pakistan can use the word Paki but nobody else?
That's a different conversation.
Listen, that's a whole different
He already
conversation.
agrees that he thinks it's racist.
Have I not just seconds ago explained to you? I do not hero worship him. I do not say he can do no wrong.
Don't say he's not racist if he calls people Pakis. So is it okay to call people Pakis?
Well, Saeed of what's the channel of Saeed that comes there? He's on film using
Let me go on record as saying that Islam is free from that and the Muslims must.
Well, Saeed is, isn't it? I didn't see Saeed being castigated by the Muslim population.
Our stance is clear. I'm on record now. What he said is wrong. If he said any racist language, it is wrong. It is prohibited for us as Muslims based upon our want to get closer to God. We hate racism. When I've said it there now, I'll put it out there. When Tommy Robinson calls a taxi driver a packy, is that not racist?
I'm not aware of that quote.
How long do you guys spend watching Tommy Robinson?
I think you spend longer than I do. I think you spend longer than I do.
Don't flatter yourself.
Don't you? Seriously. In the last week, how many hours of Tommy Robinson have you watched?
Steve, don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself. I don't watch you. I don't watch Tommy Robinson.
They all say that, but then they say, I saw you say last week.
No, wait. Now,
Shamsi, you finished 20 minutes ago.
Come on, listen.
I finished too, that's what you say.
So listen. So that's the first one. You said he's not racist.
I do appreciate senses of humour.
So that's the
I
first one.
don't believe he is racist.
So that's the first one. To use terminology like Paki, that's not racist. If he said it, is it racist?
Do you think just the mentioning of that word? So
That's fine.
you just said it yourself. You just said the word yourself.
Yeah, but I'm not using it as a.
So context is important.
Of course, absolutely.
But not for him.
But when you're phoning a cab,
But
what's the
not for him.
context? What's the context when you're phoning a cab? Come on, Steve. Look at the second one. The second one, you said he doesn't promote violence.
Yeah.
I said to you already what he said in Tower Hamlets when he came dressed as a rabbi. He said, if there's one more attack, and by the way, we're on record again for the 100th time.
Stop playing for the camera.
I have to because this
Why?
is
This
what
is
it
live. This is real life.
No, because when listen to this.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't divert.
Now you smashed up his microphone.
Don't divert, because when you said why are you paying for
You
the
haven't got Abu
cameras,
Qasim's microphone on, have you? No, he's gone, isn't
yeah,
he?
that's a cheap shot, because you know we're not
It was
with him.
awful though, wasn't
Listen,
it?
of course.
Can we get on to that bloody subject? That's what we started on. That's what we started on.
You said play for the cameras. We said we have to put it. I'm saying I have to put it up there on the camera. So look. You said we're playing for the cameras, but I said we have to be out there.
1, 2,
Steve,
allow him to finish. Come on.
Five,
It's getting hot in here.
I'm very
On a cold
popular,
day,
aren't
it's
I?
getting hot.
Very popular.
Is that why you have to cut me? Look at this, Steve.
You know, I didn't
happy
know.
day.
You
Now, just I don't mind.
like a child.
Honestly.
Intellectually.
No.
Like a child now.
No. Listen. Steve. Why we put it out on record is so when it comes down to it and people ask, do Muslims speak against it? We can
Speak
say
against what?
Terrorism, extremism.
Why did Paul Williams get castigated for doing it?
Steve.
Why did Paul Williams get...
Diverted.
No!
Are you diverting?
Stop pointing out the insincerity.
And I'll address it.
Talking about the insincerity.
And I'll address it. Yeah? Why we put it out on camera, Steve, why we put it out on camera is so when it comes down to it, and people are asked, maybe they're in a pub in London Bridge, maybe they're asked, do Muslims condemn it? So that somebody with a bit of balls and a bit of backbone can say, you know what, they do. And they don't crumble when it comes down to it.
So why did Paul Williams get...
Why did you not say it? Why did you not say that there are Muslims when you know they were...
things I didn't say.
Yeah, you said...
How long was
your
that?
mate
How
was
long
there.
was it?
Your
How
mate
long
was there
was it?
saying there's no...
How
We
long
never
was
heard
it?
any Muslim. This is the same rhetoric that gets these knuckleheads, as you call them, to join EDL. You said there's no
Doesn't
Muslim.
exist.
There's no...
They now join Patriotic Alternative.
Can't
That's
let me
where
finish.
they go now.
You know what?
Well then
I
get
think
to
it's
date.
clear.
Get to date with the reality
No,
of far-right fascism.
because we can't have a goldfish
It's
mentality.
not the EDL, it's the Patriotic Alternative.
I'm gonna slow it down. You can go at your own pace. Now we can't have a goldfish
Not
mentality.
keep up with my pace.
No, you're too fast. We can't have a goldfish mentality. We can't say we have to disassociate ourselves from what happened. This was how many? This was a few months ago, Steve. When you stood next to your man in the pub.
My man.
Whatever. In the boozer. With your man, with your friend, and he said. We never hear Muslims speaking out against this, and you were there nodding like that. Yeah, it's true.
Even though you know
We're watching it closely,
And
weren't you?
I swear to God, Steve, I've never, on God's my witness, I've never watched you in a full video, and that was the only one I watched because I thought he
that
might.
a good one?
Because Paul, I speak to Paul Williams. Paul Williams.
Good, because a lot of Muslims don't.
That's another subject, but I do.
Should we go there?
That's another subject, but I do. I'm putting it on record.
Good,
But
good.
but look at this. Look at this.
You're going up in my estimation.
Listen, just stick to the
I
point.
wasn't saying you were low.
Listen to my point. He showed me where you've already tweeted that. Hang on, I commend Shamsi. Now he showed me this. I'm doing my own thing, but he showed me this.
You're looking at my tweets now.
No, he showed me this. Did you not
Yeah.
hear it?
Via Paul.
Catch up.
Via Paul,
Yes.
yeah.
So now I thought, all right, that's commendable. He said it on record. Now surely he's going to mention it in this live stream, and this is the only one I've ever watched of you.
I'm so sorry.
Now
I will
you did it. Now
apologise
you
to
did it.
Shamsi.
Now you
I'm
did it.
very
Listen,
sorry.
I'm not in need of that.
No, we're not in need of that.
I'm
We're not in
sorry
need
I
of
didn't
it.
mention
Give him a
it.
I'm not
call,
in need of
Steve.
that. Calm down.
Because you are the exception. Well, there's another one now. You were the exception. You were the exception, and you were the good exception.
you can ask
and I
Paul.
should have mentioned it. So next time I'm in the pub with Richard Inman, I'll mention it.
I'm not need of that. All you have to do, utilize your platform and be consistent.
It wasn't my plan. It wasn't my plan. It wasn't my plan.
Utilize your
But also, I
my
want to mention
voice.
something.
Yes.
I want to Steve mention here. There's a time. Even I made a video against Tommy Robinson. He was in one place. Yeah, he stopped a girl, Muslim
I
girl.
knew
Yeah,
you'd hit 10.
Hear me out, please. Thank you. So he stopped this young girl, and he noticed that this young girl, she's not well educated in about Islam. So he told her there's a verse in the Quran, and this verse in the Quran talking about those who spread the mischief in the land, about the highway robbers.
Yeah.
And he told her that Ibn Kathir said that this verse speak about the non-Muslim, that you should cut off their hands and their legs. Even though Ibn Kathir never mentioned that, and even to show you how ignorant. Hear me out. Steve, hear me out.
He
To
said
show
you're a
you-
liar.
No, he said he's a liar. This is what he said. Tommy Robinson is a liar.
10. I knew I'd get 10 out of it.
Listen, be serious, be honest, It's a matter of serious, Seriously, man.
People get attacked for this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying this, so what he did, he said Ibn Kathir is a Saudi scholar, even though Ibn Kathir came way before Saudi state, 700 years or more. So how someone like me telling me I'm Algerian person, Algeria just came way after me. That doesn't make any sense. So the point here is, you're a person, hopefully you have a sound reasoning. You should not be supporting someone like Tommy Robinson because he's a person, he's a liar. I'm not going to say whatever he says is falsehood. Yes, some
And
points
I
he
won't
has.
say whatever he says is truth.
No, you don't even support someone like him, to be honest. Regardless,
You see,
doesn't mean
life is more nuanced than that. That's what I keep
No,
my
no, no, no,
mantra.
no, no, no.
You can agree with someone on one point and disagree with them on another point.
But you will not support
We can
him.
agree on some stuff.
you
and
will
we
not
can
support him and
disagree
promote
on
him.
other
No,
stuff.
what I'm saying, Steve, yeah, you will
What
not
does that
support.
mean? What does that mean?
You will not
You can
support him
him.
or promote him. You don't promote someone like that. For example,
You wanted me to promote you in the pub with Richard.
I didn't say
Inman.
that. No, he was talking. I said that. I didn't ask you. I'm not in need of that at all. I'm not in need of that at all. Alhamdulillah, we have our own platform to do that. Alhamdulillah.
All you have to
clarify
do
the
is
truth.
for the Muslims, just say, yeah, there are Muslims that do it. You don't need to mention any names. There are Muslims that do it. Just speak
Yes.
the truth. That's
You
all we
shall-
ask. That's fair enough. Honest.
Be honest, because yes, we agree in some points he mentioned, but I'm not gonna promote him. Like for example, what's his name? Ajam Chowdhury. Ajam Chowdhury is an evil man, but not everything he says it's false and it's a lie.
He says pray 5 times a day.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna have to promote him because I agree with him in some aspects. You see what I'm saying? So be consistent, bro. You're silent. I like it. This is the first time I see you silent.
Wow.
Good, man.
Let's go.
Apologize.
Anyway, man, like guide you to the truth. Bro. Do you believe in God, by the way?
Yes.
You know I don't. Surely you know I don't. I think Christianity
That's
is
good.
equal rubbish.
Yeah, just give Dawah.
No. Let's do it on camera. Look, I've said so many times, and I'm sure I've said it on camera as well. What I have to keep telling myself is that many of the Muslims that come to Speaker's Corner do not represent Islam. They do not represent humanity. They don't represent anything. Because there are some very, and have been, some incredibly bad representatives of
I agree,
Islam.
but not many. But I don't say many.
Really?
Yeah, I don't say about many.
Well, we might disagree
but,
on numbers.
yeah,
but
maybe.
we
But
disagree on
I agree.
numbers.
There's some of them, even they don't like me, even they believe. They believe I work for CIA. They believe I work for CIA.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
And, they probably hate you more than they hate
Yeah,
me.
yes. So you might, you know.
But again, I'll give credit where it's due. You do that. You do that. You
You don't
call
choose to
them
call me.
out. I'm not sure if you.
But I work for Allah.
I'm not sure
CIA.
if you. I'm not sure if you always
Inshallah.
name names though when you do that.
Huh?
I'm not sure if you always name names. I don't know.
I do
Maybe you
mention names. When it's needed,
no,
mention the
mention
name.
some names now.
I don't need to use. You
You see, there is an
So are you
apprehension.
gonna- No,
There is an
Check
apprehension.
that out.
No.
Do it now. Remind me.
Wait. Are you gonna?
Name
No.
on the-
No.
Who have you called out?
No.
Who have you called
Would you
out?
call-
He
would
doesn't
you-
want
I'm
exposure.
trying to fight you about
Have you called out dick pics? Have you called out dick pic? Taweed. Have you called him? Mohammed Taweed.
No.
No, come on, let's be specific.
I don't see him
Come on. Have some
promoting
balls.
extremism.
Have
No.
some balls.
If you're talking about extremism,
Yes.
extremism is one thing. As for any
There's
immorality,
extremism and then bad behaviour.
yeah, there's bad behaviour.
But not every person gonna make bad behavior. I'm gonna start
Bring
talking
out
about
any
him. Or
allegations.
promote him. I'm not gonna promote him.
Okay, well let's focus on the extremism.
No, before that,
Call out the extremists.
No, before that, are you gonna
Name
put
some
out on Tommy
extremists.
Robinson?
I've said my piece already on that.
No,
I
I've
don't-
heard it. Are you gonna put out on him?
I don't hero worship him. I don't think everything that comes out of his mouth is right or good or even sensible.
That's the word you use, sensible.
Yeah.
You said
I said good, right, sensible.
See how hypocrites?
earlier,
You can't play with me
I was
this
looking for a
hypocrisy.
word. You said sensible.
You come into the wrong guy.
Hang on. When you say that Muslims up and down the country would feel the brunt if there's any
You
other...
said that.
He said that in the Tower Hamlets. Yeah? If he said that, Steve, yeah? If he said that...
He did say that.
Yeah.
Or something close to
What did he say?
Would you if there's one
If
more
there's
attack,
another attack.
if there's another attack in UK, Muslims up and down the country would bear the brunt of.
He's an
of
extremist,
evil.
man.
Yeah,
Call him
I'm
out
saying
for
he's
it.
extreme.
He's
You're
an
saying it's not
extremist.
sensible.
He's an extremist.
Wow.
See how we play with
Imagine
words?
if you said Anjam Chowdhury, he's not extreme, but he's just not sensible.
Yeah.
No, we call him both out. He's extreme and he's extreme.
Yeah. There were these guys. There were these guys that would go
I don't
after
put them
Mansour
in the
and
same.
Hashim,
Yeah.
even though Mansour and Hashim condemn the
Yeah.
terrorism, but they still try to go after them. But you are here, but try to defend and justify Tommy Robinson, who is an extremist.
Just drop
That's
him.
it. Take care of yourself. Drop him.
You are all obsessed with it.
I'm not obsessed. I'm married. I have kids. I have my brothers here, my Muslim brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm taking
You're
myself.
married and you
I
have
to go
kids.
pray,
How do
yeah.
you get away with staying here all day on a Sunday?
I said, come on. This,
You need a lesson for this one. This is a lesson. You need a lesson. You need to come to the lesson to
you
learn
need
this
to
one.
come to the lesson to learn.
Prioritize him.
Wait, are you getting lashed for that?
Hey?
Are you getting lashed for that?
It's not every day. Shamsi, it's not every day.
Alhamdulillah. May Allah guide you. Pray to Allah guide you.
May he indeed.
There you go, Steve-O. Well done, son.
Cut. He couldn't name a single name though. That's the